the other is tone command. You can use the minus help on every command. And then you can see every argument of it. It's a bit more complex tone generator, frequency, length, velocity, that we used in the freq command, but there is also option for the waveform, filter type, cutoff ratio, and where is the frequency? I don't know. Maybe, but it should be also a cutoff frequency too. So in the example, as you see, this command starts sawtooth, filter, but I don't know the filters option, will it maybe change it? I try it with the minus. I'm interested in. Maybe also the filter is okay. Sorry, because if you add the sawtooth, then the filter's cutoff frequency is the frequency where you start the sawtooth. It limits a little bit the synthesizer, but of course it makes it also easier. I have to implement a different filter too. It works also with random. So with the tone you can use different waveforms. Okay, FM freq makes possible to start FM frequencies playing. It's based on sine wave frequencies, and they are modulated with a different frequency and modulation depths, as in the FM synthesis. Yes. Okay. So what about more about synthesizing sound? They all are using the web audio standard nodes, and a little bit different is Makkeróni. So this is a huge a huge command. Simply moved away because it has many options. I just began to be chaotic. So that's maybe the easiest way if you just simply start it. In this case, you can see bass frequency and also waveform, and you can modulate the frequency of it with two different oscillators, where you have possibility to choose the waveform, for the modulation waveform and the other parameters, and also you can add these two modulating frequencies with very low-level mathematical equations, like for example this or this modulo, or dividing them and so on. Therefore you can get very strange sounds. Okay. This is Makkeróni 4. Okay, so we have LS. We did not try the play. Play can play back sound files stored on the server. You can see the contents of the server if you type ls. ls lists the contents of the folders placed on the server. I used it for listing every folders inside of a virtual home folder. In the root you can see text files. In the saved you can see your sequences, because you can use a sequencer, and then you can this is the ls command. Yes, it's a Sonic operating system, so it's normal that you have sounds in some commands. stores the sequences, and the sound files folder contains the sound files uploaded by anybody. So if you play some of them, maybe chords. So it's not too loud. No, I start a bit louder sound, for example, there it is. Then it plays the sound file in the same fashion as we used it in the sound synthesizer. So random rate, random velocity, and random panning. But of course you can also fix the parameters. So this is play. We can also use loop play. Loop play. Okay, so it plays the sound files loop. If you want to use a kind of sequencing, for example, then also you can use batch, because batch it's easier to start a mechanical. Oops, what is it? It's interesting. So batch. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so he can tell us what time is. Yes, this is. So it's for basic sequencing. You can use the mesh like batch command. Okay. And also there is a. There is an option for play, loop play. Where is it? Is it here? And also fade play. Fade play makes a looped sound file fading out. So you can hear it fading out, and then it stops. It has no tree. It will stop automatically. Yes, as you hear it. Thanks. Okay. Yeah.
Can you make a thread for it? The frame play?
Yes, of course, but I just started from it that maybe it's not so necessary because it will turn off.
So, but if you want that kind of tail and then for it to start again, or is that possible?
Yes, but it's good to. So you mean that starting and then starting it once again, or?
Yeah.
So starting, stopping, and right. It's you mean that like this. Stop, and start again. So,
yeah.
Or you have to be quick. Just stop 3 and stop 5 and the command again. So like this and this. But so maybe it can be also overridden if you pipe commands or you start 2 commands together. Is it also possible with this sign, this line? Okay. So we have okay. So about the sound files. You can also upload sound files with the upload command. It prints out the buttons for choose the sound file. Then you can choose one sample and I look for sample. Sorry. This. after you upload it, then you can see it among the sound files, but I don't know where is it. So strange. Files. Okay. Yeah, one more thing to correct, because yes, because this is an eighth, and I forgot to make eighth files visible. Okay, but then I'm a bit lazy with this. Oh, it's too much. It's pretty simple. Okay. That's what we don't need. Compressed files, that's it, max. Yeah, so an MP3 is also great. But I have seen, I have wrote it also that MP3 OG and WAV, and I forgot to display I. Where is it? Okay, and maximum 5 super. That's my trap. So okay, sorry guys. But I have to override this command. Okay, so for example, this is an uncode. So let's try it once again. Okay.
So is it possible in the video feature work to notify user that in such asynchronous process?
Yes.
So for example, in such situation, so there happened, there's popping up error. So is it possible to notify the user when user uploads some file?
Oh yes, yeah. It should be important to have this feedback that yes, it is, because if you just upload it, then okay. So for example, this, then so the only one feedback is that is nothing. Is like so there is nothing. So yeah, you have right that it should be used for a feedback after the.
Either a success or a fail.
Yes, yeah. Because otherwise, okay, you can see it here.
Yeah, and,
but it's not so user friendly, and also I look for the files if they are present or not.
Yes, there.
Or is it possible to?
It's
possible to keep user waiting before running a synchronous process.
Yeah.
Is still processing.
Yeah.
So it was so anyway. So
yeah. So it's not too hard because on the end of this of the upload process, there is a kind of feedback or so I just have to use it. In the time when I do it, it was maybe 1.5 years ago, and after that I forgot to make it a bit better. But yeah, so it works, but there is no feedback if there is something error. But I write my list during this presentation, and I'm going to help it. Okay, but I don't want to be so slow, so maybe it's we can go further. Okay, so I have presented a sample playback and upload. I presented batch. I didn't present batch. Batch starts many instances in one time. So, for example, if you have a freq command, and then the batch with number 3 starts three sounds together. So it's similar like a batch. So the same command, but in 3 or for example 8. Okay. So you can combine these things with the batch, for example. So you can start many sequences in one time. Batch with number 8, batch with 1, freq with this. Then, if you want to stop them, just simply stop everything with this. So you can randomize batch with the number. The starting point was the same, but after that they began to move in different tempos because the minus n is randomized. In some ways it's very efficient, but of course in details it needs to be more friendly. Of course, you're right. It's mainly questions about my points to make, and if I just sit and figure out what to develop, this is the last that I would like, for example, add these findings. But it's important to have it, of course, like this error reporting.
It's quite efficient.
See?
You can only need to do a lot of things at the same time with just one command.
Yes. That was therefore what I wanted to use Linux, so this Unix-like thing, because Unix shell is very efficient. So it's great to with one command and then enter. So you don't have to use the mouse, for example. It can be quick.
Can we use the same operator, for example, double so and?
Yes.
Or so
this
is or
this
and
you mean this?
Yes.
I have to try it because I remember that last time I did it, but no. But sorry. Okay, because in last year in January this is the change log, and I wrote it. Yeah, sorry, no. Okay, but it's great. So I have to make this.
But now I tried so double so and
Yes.
operator. So it seems working.
I did this.
This thing.
Oh, I have to check it.
So I tried break A5
yes, yeah, thanks.
and
Yeah,
break B5. So
yeah. Sorry, I forgot that it's not this very vertical lines, but this at. Yeah. So that's what very. So what you told that fade play is okay. Is starting and then stop 17 and fade play. But it's not so good, so I feel that you need it. But also you can do for a quick restart of a process, use sorry. This is a remaker. It starts at 3 again. So quits it, exits and start it again. This is a remaker. You have to type the ID of this process, or also you can use replace. But then you should add a different command. So if you have, for example, a tree with the batch command playing random FM frequencies, then you can also replace it with a quicker playing